No one stood up to the arrogant billionaire CEO until the bold black cook took a stand. Picture this: a prestigious company where the arrogant billionaire CEO walks in every day with a sense of entitlement, bullying anyone who dares to challenge him. He's used to getting away with it. But there's one person in the company who is different: the new black cook. Her quiet confidence and strength could change everything. What happens when someone finally stands up to him? The moment is approaching, and it's about to shake the entire company. The billionaire CEO, Nathan Gregory, runs his high-end restaurant chain with an iron fist. No one dares to challenge him. Not the executives, not the waitstaff, and indeed, not the cooks. His power and influence run deep, and his arrogant behavior toward everyone, especially those beneath him, has created an atmosphere of fear and submission. Enter Maya Carter, a young and talented black cook with a quiet demeanor but unmatched skill in the kitchen. Maya recently joined the company, known for her background in world-class culinary training. She had high hopes, but what she found was far from the opportunity she imagined. Every day she watches the employees cower under Gregory's insults and rude behavior, but she stays focused on her work, determined to prove herself. Still, as the days pass, Maya realizes something. No one, including herself, is willing to stand up to Gregory even when he crosses the line. Will she continue to stay silent, or will her moment come? This tension builds as she begins to question the environment she's in. Gregory's attitude worsens. One day, he insults a female employee for making a simple mistake in front of the whole restaurant staff, humiliating her to the point of tears. No one says a word. They watch in silence, afraid to lose their jobs. Maya, who's in the kitchen, preparing for the night service, hears the shouting and feels a deep stirring inside. This is the final straw. Maya reflects on her own journey and the systemic racism that often forces people like her to stay in the background, unnoticed. Despite her skills, she's been treated as lesser simply because of her race and background. As the tension builds, in the kitchen, she begins to talk to her co-workers, telling them they don't have to stand by and let it continue. The tension reaches a breaking point one afternoon when Gregory yells at a new employee, calling him incompetent in front of the entire restaurant staff. For the first time, Maya can't hold back. She steps forward and says, "Enough." The room goes quiet. All eyes are on her as she stands tall, staring directly at Gregory, challenging his power. Gregory, stunned by Maya's audacity, tries to dismiss her. But Maya doesn't back down. She calls out his treatment of the staff, not just the cooks, but the whole team. She points out how his behavior is the reason why morale is at an all-time low and why employees are leaving in droves. She speaks with raw emotion, her voice steady and confident. In the tense silence that follows, Gregory, unable to control. His anger tells Maya to leave, but something unexpected happens. The other employees, previously afraid to speak up, now start to voice their support for Maya quietly. What began as a single act of defiance has now grown into a collective stand against an abusive system. The other staff members come forward, one by one, and echo Maya's words, their voices stronger with each person who speaks out. The billionaire CEO, who had never faced any opposition before, finds himself outnumbered in his own empire. The aftermath is swift. The company's board gets involved, and they realize that Gregory's leadership style has alienated the very people who helped make the company successful. Ultimately, Gregory is ousted from his position, replaced by someone more inclusive and compassionate. Maya, who has now gained the respect of her colleagues and superiors, is promoted to head chef. As she stands in the kitchen, the new CEO approaches her, thanking her for showing the courage that led to the positive change within the company. Maya, however, reminds him that it was never just about one person. Her act of courage sparked something larger, the realization that silence in the face of injustice is a form of complicity. In a world where people are often silenced, the smallest voice can spark the change that is needed. The question is, when will you be brave enough to stand up? This powerful conclusion leaves the viewer pondering the significance of standing up against racism and the role they can play in bringing about change. This story serves as a powerful reminder of how a single act of courage can have a ripple effect, empowering others to challenge racism and injustice. It's a testament to the strength of standing up for what is right, no matter the consequences.